Okay, thank you very much for the possibility to give you this presentation here in Brno, because as you can see, I thought until 2 hours ago that I'm coming to Brno, and then I called Simon, where is the address? And he said, yes, the address is here, but it's the wrong city. So that's why I was late. I'm terribly sorry for it. But as you can see, I was really prepared. I even put Brno on my presentation. So sorry for being late. First of all, I will introduce a little bit ourselves, our company, and our use cases, our applications, and how and why we cooperate with IQRF. So a few words about our company. We are a quite old company. Our predecessor company was founded in 1948 by the Hungarian government, which was privatized in 1995. And from the beginning, the company was doing parking management. So we are a parking management company, and we do this for over 67 years now. And we do a lot of technology development, because what we can buy, we buy. So if we develop, we just develop because we have to, not because we want to. And one of our biggest achievements is cell phone payment for parking was invented by our company. So Budapest was the first city in the world where you could pay for your parking with the cell phone. And we built the parking system of Budapest of 44,000 parking spaces, on-street parking spaces, and operated these. It was our investment. It was a PPP corporation, and we operated the system for over 10 years. We had to give a lot of service to our clients. The client is the government. The clients are the users, the drivers who pay for parking. And that's why we always try to give some services, and then we came to the cell phone payment for parking. And then we created our new company, EPS Global, in 2012, because we thought we have a lot of experience and know-how, and we also have some technology, so let's try and go global. And then we started our activity also in China. So we have also a project now in China, which I will introduce you a little bit later. So that's who we are and what we do. Maybe just a glimpse of our current system. This is one of our control centers. We have our own software system for the surveillance of the parking terminals, is this picture, or the parking controllers, and this picture of the software which is controlling the parking controllers. We have real-time surveillance, who is doing what, where the people are going, or how much money is in the terminals, how is the battery charged up. So we have a quite innovative system, but that's already old because that's a 20th century system. So we had to develop something new. And we thought the parking sensors are worthwhile to deal with this, because in China, when we went to China, we said, oh, we are the very experienced European company. We come here, we have our technology, and we conquer the market. But then we have faced that these developing countries and cities wants to jump over the current technology what we have in Europe. So they want something more innovative. And China is a communist country, so the mayor is very concerned about his citizens. He said, okay, it's very nice we take the money from the drivers, but what kind of service do we give them? And I had to think about it and said, but they are paying because they use public space. We don't give them any service. No, that's not good. We need to give some kind of service. So that's why we thought the sensor could be something where we give a guidance to the drivers. We help them finding a parking space, reducing surge traffic, reducing air pollution. So that's the service we can offer. And then we started to look for the market, in the market, if we can buy sensors. Because as I said, we are more a system integrator than a developer. But we couldn't find a good enough sensor which is meeting the criteria which we need. So we had no choice. We started to develop, which cost us a lot of money and time. And why the sensor is a good technology, I don't think I need to introduce more deeply, but here we have some ideas. It's good for the operator. We need less controllers, because from the sensor we know where a car parked, and we can send the controller to always the parking space which was just occupied. So it's also an advantage for us as an operator. We have lower labor cost. We give the traffic information to the city government, and we give it to the drivers. So that's what's the main sense of this technology. This is how a sensor looks like. It's very easy to install. You just drill a hole. It's wireless communication. I will come to it. That's basically why I'm here today. But it's also running on a battery. So very easy to install. And it's sensing the magnetic field of the Earth. And if there's a distortion or disturbance from a big metal object, which is a car, then the sensor is recognizing it and sending the data via IQRF to the cloud, to the server. By the way, it's very complicated to have a good sensor because we bought many of these kind of sensors and made trials, but some of them were too sensitive and always showed occupied parking spaces. Then, of course, on the other way around. So that's why we jumped into this technology development. And now I'm coming to why I'm here. We chose IQRF because we had the client needs. So I need to do a lot of presentations for our potential clients. And first we started to develop our own communication technology. That was a failure, we couldn't solve it. And we were looking for some kind of solution. And one of the reasons why we chose IQRF, immediately we could present to our clients. So like it's a plug and play, like I call my presentation. You really can make a very fast system for showing what you want to do. You can make the demonstration very fast, and we don't need to deal with the communication itself because that's IQRF solving for us. So we can focus on our business, on developing the sensor, and that was one of the main factors why we chose on the end IQRF. So this was the demo system. We used the IQRF Cloud. As I said, we could demo immediately to our clients, and we could focus on our own development. But we faced some, yes, we made a lot of research. We compared IQRF to Zigbee and some other potential possibilities. And on the end, because of good price to value, very low energy use, that's for us a very important factor. As I said, a fast demo, fast production, fast product development, and the full solution. On the end, we came to the result that we want to use IQRF. And it's not in my presentation, but I also have to say we get a lot of support from the development side, from the team of IQRF, which is a big help. We face any problem, we just make a call, and then very fast we can solve the problems. This is our current, so our own solution where we use between the sensors, there is a gateway. The gateway, it's also solved basically by IQRF because we met Mr. Kopják, Joseph, who's our good friend, is also here today, and he solved this issue for us that we have a gateway for an open cloud. So we wanted a solution for Amazon Cloud. I will later explain you why this was a very important factor for us, that we have direct access and we can send our data to Amazon Cloud. And this solution we made together with IQRF and with Joseph solving the gateway issue. And then our Citizen, we call our full parking ERP software system, we call Citizen, which is in the Amazon Cloud Web Services IoT Cloud. It's a microservices architectured software system. And here's our full solution. So we have the sensors, we have the gateway sending the data to the cloud. Then we have the controllers and the technical maintainers, PDAs. We have the user smartphones. We have the third-party interfaces, like we have Parkion, the world leader in parking technology, as our partner. So we have the interfaces to other third parties. We have our own back office and then the users' browsers. So that's how our full solution looks like. And the IQRF communication is one of the fundamentals of this system. Amazon Cloud we chose because of two reasons. First, the high availability, but that's less the reason. It's because it's working in China. As you know, we face a lot of troubles when you go to China. You have the Golden Wall and the internet access, so it's you have to be very careful what kind of web services you are using. And Amazon is represented in China as well and all over the world. So everywhere where we have potential projects, we can run through the Amazon Cloud. That's why we chose this solution. And that's why we were facing the problem how to get through the IQRF communication, the data to the Amazon Cloud, which we solved together with IQRF and the gateway of Mr. Kopják, of Joseph. So we have, when we have the data of the parking sensors, we have the third-party applications with the cell phone application. We have occupancy boards on the street with LED lights showing where are available parking spaces. And we also have a web portal for the government, for example, if they want to get the data. This is how our cell phone application looks like. We already developed the Baidu Maps, since in China Google is not working. So we have a Google-based solution and also a Baidu Maps solution, one in Chinese language, one in English language, but the language is less a problem, so that can be translated fast. The operation system is a bigger problem, or the mapping system. This is our web browser system, how we are showing the parking data. We are not believing in green and red spots showing the available parking spaces. We use like Google is using for the traffic forecast, the 3 colors, where for sure you're finding a parking place, or for sure you're not finding a parking space, or in between. We think that's giving them a lot more, lot better data to the users than just showing every and each parking space. That's the same. And our achievements, and I think also achievements of IQRF. First of all, we have a joint venture with ZTE Corporation in China, and we won in April the tender for a Chinese city. So we are building the smart parking system for a Chinese city for 10,000 parking spaces. In Q3 of this year, we will have our test system, and in November 16, we need to start operation of the first phase of the project. So there will be 1,000 parking sensors, with minimum 1,000 parking sensors with IQRF technology running in Yangzhou city. It's beside Shanghai. So we will see very soon how IQRF performs in China, but I'm confident it will work out. And we also have a huge future, I think, because ZTE took the obligation to deliver in the next 4 years for our joint venture 100,000 parking spaces. Most of them will be installed with the parking sensors. So I hope it will be a huge market for both of us, and both for IQRF, selling a lot of chipsets to us for a good price, I hope. Then we have another very interesting cooperation with T-Systems. T-Systems is a Hungarian subsidiary of Deutsche Telekom. We try to ride the waves of the IoT mania now, because we see that all the big players are very hot on the IoT issue, but there are very or almost no real use cases. So we are installing next Monday a test system in Budapest, in the headquarters of T-Systems, or before the headquarters on the street in the parking space of T-Systems. Which will be, the first space is about 250 sensors, and it will be with 5 gateways, and the installation starts, as I said, on Monday. And then the second phase will be 2,000 parking sensors in the CBD of Budapest. There we will make a trial of the business case, because it's also an interesting business model. The government not buying the system, but Telecom Group will invest into the system together with us. We built the system, and then we will sell the data to the users. For example, you as a driver, with sending one SMS, will have the availability for, I don't know, half an hour to get access to the parking occupancy data, or you pay, I don't know, €1 per month, and then you have unlimited access to the parking data. So we try also here PPP cooperation, because although there are a lot of EU funds, but I don't believe really in EU funds, because it takes a very long time until you can deliver a project financed by the EU. So we try always to get private financing, and municipal governments have less available money for these kind of projects. So that's why we try out business cases where we give the money, we give the investment in order to enhance the project and make the sales cycle shorter. And then the third phase will be, and that's our main goal, to have 35,000 parking spaces, the whole CBD of Budapest installed with parking sensors. And we are now negotiating with Deutsche Telekom maybe exclusive cooperation for all Deutsche Telekom countries. So we hope we will not just have sensors in China and in Hungary, but all over the world, or maybe most probably in the countries where Deutsche Telekom is represented. So that's parking is what we do. That's our motto. So I hope you enjoyed this presentation. It was worth waiting for it a little bit more, and until I arrived from Brno. So, and excuse me again for being late. And thank you very much for your attention.